Hey guys, TJ here. I'm signing back on to the Attorney Trilogy. We're still in the middle of investigating case 3. So I'm gonna present what I can to who I can talk to, which would be Gumshoe, Regina, and Max back at the detention center. So first, Stingy. Yes, Stingy, I guess. When you put it so bluntly, it kind of hurts my feelings, pal. It's okay. And I've gotten affidavits from most of the performers at the circus. They're certainly a strange bunch of characters. You don't say. Well, not stranger than you, I suppose. That was cold. I'm sorry, I was just messing around. You can tell us about the... Nothing, apparently. Hello? Who are we meeting? Huh. Hey, Nick, look over there! What? There's someone over there! Excuse me! Hello? Wow, he sure is a quiet one. Excuse me! Me? Yes. You work at the circus, don't you? No. I'm just your everyday average Joe. An average Joe who just happens to hang out at the circus? I don't think so. Yes, I am. I've got nothing to do with what's going on here. He's lying. Like any regular person would hang around the circus. Dressed like that. That big old bow tie, you're Mo, ain't ya? I'm an attorney. My name's Phoenix Wright. I'm a spirit medium. My name's Maya. Well, I just happened to be passing by. I suppose you happen to be some kind of carny. Not a carny. I'm a performer, actually. I'm a ventriloquist. Ventriloquist? I'm Benjamin Woodman. Your last name is Woodman? Yes, that's right, but everyone calls me Ben. Ah, I guess yes. That's your alias, right? I believe they call it a stage name. Excuse me, Ben? Yes? You mean me? About the murder. I'd like to talk to you about the details, if I may. Really? I'm just a regular, normal guy. I don't know, this guy's so nervous, he's creeping me out. Nick, cheer up! Just try and smile! Would you mind telling us something about Max? Maximilian Galactica? Max? He's not very nice. Did he just say that Max is not very nice? Ow, my head hurts. Yikes, hope he's okay. Sounds like he just pumped a gasket. Ben, so you're a ventriloquist? I'm just a regular guy. You already told us that you were a ventriloquist. Oh, yes. Nick, don't yell at him. You can't do that. I can't help it. He's making me nervous. Ben, would you mind showing us some of your skills as a ventriloquist? Well, right now, why? He's contagious. Okay, let's go through the motions. This means anything to you. Would you mind taking a look at this? I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Okay. Profiles. Okay. Maybe Regina will know more about him. But first, I'm not really good at figuring out hard things. Really, you too? I understand exactly what you mean. I never expected Maya to make a new friend in a strange place like this. Really? This silk hat is Max's. That's right. It's beautiful, isn't it? I thought of the idea for wearing the hat. Huh, really? Yep, he took my sketch to the hat shop. And they made a custom hat for him based off the sketch. There's only one of these silk hats in the entire world. Isn't that cool? Okay, what can you tell me about your father? After practice was over, Dad went right back to his room. His room? Yeah, that door right over there leads to the Ringmaster's room. I don't know why, but he went off to his room in a hurry. Wonder what happened. Master's room. Okay, so I already asked him. What can you tell me about this dude? Oh, that guy. His name's Ben, right? Huh? You don't know him? I don't know. He didn't really catch my eye. He's friends with Trilo, right? Wait, we're the ones asking the questions around here. Okay. Who is Trilo? Is Mo back? Apparently so. Okay. Meeting Ben. Kablamo! Congratulations, you're the big winner. Well, the 1 millionth visitor to the room of one Mr. Mo Curls, aka me. Earplugs. Must find earplugs. To celebrate this momentous occasion, would you care for an organic grape? Just one. Did you get my joke right there? Sound like I'm coughing there. I welched on giving you more than one. No. If it was funny, it is your duty as a human being to laugh. People who don't laugh are usually last seen in Lansing. Catch my drift? Oy vey. Maya? This is like some Faustian nightmare. Come on, it was funny. Clowns are always funny in my book. In my book, they're just funny looking. You sure do have a great taste in clothes, girlie. Look at that garb. You look just like Greta Garb. Oh! I don't know, I like the idea of it just turning into actual coughing after a bit. I'm going home. No, Nick, you can't! You know, I can excuse a bad joke or two, but this dude keeps laughing at his own jokes. That's what I object to. Okay, I get it, but you have to admit, he is kind of funny. No, I don't have to admit that, because he isn't! Hi. Could you please tell us more about the very big circus? It's a very big story. Sure you got that kind of time? Hits just keep coming. Ugh. The circus has been in business for 20 years. We all performed under the guidance of the ringmaster, Russell Berry. 20 years? Wow! Working on the circus is never easy, especially nowadays. With movies, TV, and bowling, there's just too much competition. But I love the circus! I love it too! That's why I've been here for 20 years. We work hard to keep the show running. No one sends in the clowns on us. Nick, you just made a joke. Laugh! Har. Har, 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 har. The ringmaster was a real big shot in the circus world. Real class act. Even when there were no customers, Russell would use his own money to pay me. Because he knew that I had a family to care for. He was happy to take care of his employees. I see. How can anyone do that to such a wonderful man? What happened? Mo... Wiggity, 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 what? Ugh! I'm sorry, Mo. Nick was born without a sense of humor. Don't worry about it. I can evolve someone for being born that way. Let's talk about the murder. Let's see. Must have taken place around 10 p.m. last night. After rehearsals were finished, I was tuckered out, so I came back here. After I went to bed, that's when I caught a peek of it. Caught a peek? Of the crime. Just as we suspected. This guy is the eyewitness to the crime. Alright, what did you witness? You say you saw the crime. Do you mind telling me what you saw? Oh, the police told me that I can't share my story with others. Don't say a word, pal. I'm just gonna have to let the slip stay zipped. That's not fair. I guess you're right. Maybe I can tell you a few details. But only if you can get old Stiff Lips here to make it the funny. Stiff Lips? Wait, do you mean me? Nick, you can do it! What's the matter? Just getting ready. Okay. Do you know why I, Phoenix Wright, am a great lawyer? Because I'm right all the time! Not even the clown found that funny, Phoenix. And that's his job. At least his expectations are low. I wouldn't let him quit his day job. Yeesh. Cut a guy some slack. At least it was funnier than Chuckles over here. It wasn't the greatest joke I've heard, but you did try, so I'll tell you what I saw. I'm sorry he's incapable of being funny, Mo. That night, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Once I heard it, I jumped out of bed. That's when I saw... Without question, without a doubt, it was that magician. But wait... If your description is correct, where is the feather in the hat? That thing is huge. And sticks out like a sore thumb. That's all I saw. But it proves just how terrible that man actually is. He knows more about Max than he's letting on. Talk about Russell Berry. Rainmaster was surely ahead of his time. He would always add new elements to the show. New elements? When you've been a performer for a long time, your act starts getting a bit stale. I realize that even my act can get a bit long in the tooth. Sometimes my jokes can be a bit, old-fashioned. A bit long in the tooth? But that make-believer takes things too far. Make-believer? The magician! The one that thinks he's all high and mighty. He had the gall to say to me, "You're one of those funny types, right?" What does he mean, one of those? Well, the joke's on him now. On him? Yep. He got on everyone's nerves. The day of the murder? Go ahead. Nope, no way. Just forget I said anything. He's still hiding something about Max. Alright, let's start presenting to him. This. What do you think about this? Anything come to mind? You want some advice on your development as a comedian, right? I see. Well, this is what you do. When you tell a joke, imagine everyone's wearing underwear and dancing in the land. I think that's enough advice for now. Nick, he was giving you good advice. Don't be so close-minded. Okay. Nope. Here's a picture of the crime scene. Russell! How can anyone do this to you? Mel's taking this really hard. Yeah. It's that uppity faker's uppity top hat. They found this at the crime scene, didn't they? That's what I've been told. Unbelievable! That jerk killed the Ringmaster. It really is a shame what happened to the Ringmaster. Humma. Seems that the Ringmaster was truly a great man. Okay, let's do profiles. Starting with Russell. I've been friends with Russell ever since before the circus began. He was so selfless. He always thought about others before thinking of himself. I'll find a way to return the favor. He always took such good care of me. I wish I would have thanked him more than I did. Well, it's not like you knew he'd be killed, so... What about Max? If he thinks he can kill the Ringmaster, it's only just that he should die too. Jesus. Mo! Sorry, I crossed the line. But he truly is a disgusting human being. Why do you hate him so much? Let me tell you this one story. The morning before the murder, something terrible happened. Max clonked Ben right over the head as hard as he could. Ben? The ventriloquist with the speech impediment? You should go to the cafeteria and investigate for yourselves. The cafeteria? Let's just say there's gotta be something interesting there. Ah, yes. The very big circus is very big, isn't it? You should always carry a map with you to get around. Ah, thank you. This is an atlas. Oh, I killed myself. Really? I'm dying here. Coronary! Coronary! Now he's just laughing to hear his own voice. Thank you for the circus map, at least. Now, tell me about Ben. Ah, Ben. How's he doing? He's a ventriloquist, isn't he? That's right. Boy, was I surprised when they told me his secret. He's got a second mouth where his belly button should be. Just kidding. Ben wouldn't tell me a single thing about the murder. That's a simple problem to solve. He won't talk to people if he doesn't have his puppet Trilo. Trilo? If Ben doesn't have his ventriloquist puppet, you'll barely get a word out of him. Really? Master and puppet. Alright, well, thank you very much for the insight. Let's see, where is the cafeteria? Well, maybe we should... maybe it's in this. Here we are, cafeteria. Keep our cafeteria clean. Meanwhile, everything is a mess. Ew! This place is gross! This must be because of last night. They didn't have time to clean up after dinner because of the murder. That reminds me. What was it that Mo said? He said that yesterday morning Max clonked Ben over the head here. He also said that there's gotta be something interesting here. Nick, what's gotta be interesting? Don't ask. Alrighty. Bulletin board for, bulletins. Doesn't look like there are any useful clues posted here. Boring. Maybe we should leave a juicy tidbit for someone to read. Juicy? You know, like a fake clue. Maybe something like message from the killer. Give it up, Maya. You know Gumshoe would take it all seriously. Keep our cafeteria clean. Doesn't seem like anyone ever read the sign, huh? Maybe they should make it easier to understand. Clean or die. Well, that would definitely make them clean up. This is strange. There's something on top of the stand. Look here. Max is written on it. Must be his VIP table. Isn't it a bit small? It's a bit small to be a VIP table? You won't be putting a 10-course meal on this. Well, he can still eat hamburgers, right? There are dirty dishes all over the place. Must have been too hectic last night to clean up. You know I can't stand a mess, Nick. I think you and I should clean this place up for them. Why do we have to clean up? 1, because I hate dirty cafeterias. 2, because one bears repeating. But this is a crime scene. We can't clean it up. We have to preserve it for evidence. Ugh, you know I really hate dirty cafeterias. Not as much as I hate cleaning dirty cafeterias. Looks like they left it exactly as it was on the night of the murder. They didn't seem too worried about cleaning up the dishes, did they? Looking at all these dishes is making me hungry. Let's go get a burger at the snack stand outside. Once we're finished with the case. Alright, then let's get this over with, Nick. Here we go! Wah! Where's the mute button when you need it? Chair's been knocked over. That's what it looks like. It almost looks as if someone knocked it over in a struggle or used it for self-defense. Or maybe Regent just likes to eat his dinner in the cafeteria? What's this? Must be a juice bottle or something. Watch out, Nick! There's broken glass all over the floor! A broken bottle just lying in the middle of the floor. Do you think it means anything? There's gotta be something interesting here. Huh? Looks like we're going to have to go back and meet with him. Him? That's Max. Because if it's true, then he is in trouble. Kitchen's over here. Everyone must have taken turns cooking. There's a dirty list posted here. I wouldn't mind trying my hand at cooking for this many people. Maya's Killer Hamburger. You'd try it, wouldn't you? They're not with that name. Okay. Looks like we've gotten everything in here. Don't present to him. Okay, thought I'd check. Let's... What? Have I presented anything? Like... Okay, there's the big top, the remaster's room, cafeteria, Mo, and Acro's on the 3rd floor. That's not everybody. Unless everyone else commutes. Alright. Maxie, boy, you got some explaining to do. Make it fabulous, okay? Oh, it's my two sweeties. Welcome to the detention center. Did he just call me his sweetie? Again. What's on today's agenda? What can I help you with? Well, we've gathered quite a few clues. Wonderfully fantabuloso! I mean, fabulous. That's why we came to meet with you again. What's wrong? Quit making such a scary face. Okay then, Max. Let's make this absolutely fabulous. We heard a lot about you at the circus, Max. Ah, you must mean from the dinosaurs. How are those Jurassic geriatrics? Max, you aren't very popular with the other performers, are you? Yes. Sweetie, that's what they call jealousy. Jealousy. They're absolutely jealous of my absolutely fabulous self. People who really understand can see the obvious difference between us. People who really understand. For instance, my sweetie pie. So Regina understands him, huh? I plan on getting married to her. She's truly my sweetie pie princess. Wow, that's so cool! It's already in the works. Oh? That's strange. Regina never said anything about actually marrying this joker. You met with the Rainmaster on the night of the murder? Yes, I was with him around 10 p.m. once I was done with practice. I went to his room right after we finished. They found the Rainmaster's body in the plaza in front of the lodging house. Yeah, I heard about that. He needed to step out for a bit, so I waited in his room for him to return. Huh? Sorry, Max. I have something I must attend to right now. Do you mind waiting for me right here? It's pretty cold outside. Where's your coat? It's alright. I'll be right back. It should only take about 10 minutes. And then, I waited for him. But he never came back. Did he go to the plaza where the body was discovered? Possibly. The snow had tapered off a bit, but it was still very cold outside. But I have no idea what he went off to do. Okay, let's start presenting things. Can I ask what you do with such an exorbitant salary? Exorbitant. We've already covered this point. I'm paying off my father's debt. How could he possibly have such a large amount of debt? For example, say you rented a video, and perhaps you forgot about it for, say, a short period of about 10 years. You'd have to be the biggest. You'd have the biggest late fee known to man. It's kind of like that. Wow, I can see how you get that much debt. That makes sense now. Wait a minute, that doesn't make any sense. This. Maximilian Galactica. No matter when you see me, you get the shivers, don't you? Silk hats, the cloak, the white roses on my chest. They're my symbols. You know I had to cut the number of symbols to 3. Really? You had quite a few to begin with then, huh? Well, I thought that you could never have too many symbols. Sunglasses, beading marks, soft pillows for lips, a beard, buck teeth. I gave all sorts of symbols a shot. But if I forgot one when I put my makeup on, everyone would forget who I am. That's awful. Especially for a magician. That's the Rainmaster. It's a shame what happened. He was going to be like a father to me. Here's the hat. Ah, this is my silk hat. It's the only one of its kind in the world. It's one of my most prized possessions. This silk hat proves I was somewhere else. Where did they find this? Sweetie? They found it at the murder scene. I don't know nothing about nothing. Ew. Max is so pathetic like this. Max must be really confused. Sonograph. Anyway, could you talk about this? Okay. Let's talk about Ben. I can't believe a guy with that ugly mug is after my sweetie pie princess. Especially after she has eluded my charms for so long. There isn't much you can do about that, right? You haven't even been truly in love, have you? When you're truly in love with someone, you'd be jealous of their mirror because it traps their image inside. Don't you think that's sweet of him, Nick? I'm gonna get back with my sweetie pie. Then I'm gonna turn that dumb puppet into a toy glider. I guess you two haven't worked out your differences yet. What about Mo? What about this person? Unfortunately, I don't take on apprentices. Okay. There's still this. Do I... Do I have what I can to unlock all three? Last night you met with the Ringmaster, correct? To negotiate your salary and such. Exactly. We reached an agreement about the salary for my 6-month-old contract. That's the truth? The whole truth? What do you mean? You just went to his office to negotiate your new salary. I hate lies, and I hate liars even more. What are you insinuating? Do you have any proof that I did something other than negotiate my fee last night? Well, there's this. Take that! Maybe Regina? Because maybe you wanted to ask for her hand in marriage? Take that! Nope. Okay. That was kind of a waste. Okay, I do have everything. I just need to pay better attention. This dated a week ago. Not last night. That's... It was on the table in the Ringmaster's room. You weren't lying when you said that you received quite a raise. Is there a problem with being well compensated? Not with the compensation, just with the date. This is dated a week ago. Max! You finished your contract negotiations a week ago. Fabulous. Alright, I'll tell you the truth. That night, the Ringmaster called me to his room. He called you. Why did he do that? Sorry, sweetie. It's private. The Ringmaster called him. Wonder if there was some sort of problem. Maybe, someone being clunked on the head with a bottle? A certain ventriloquist? Max, perhaps you could share with me what you two spoke about? Well, not if I don't have to. Isn't this why the Ringmaster called you into his room last night? Isn't this why you were called into the Ringmaster's room that night? Where did you get that? The cafeteria. But you already knew that, didn't you? Of course. It fell and broke on the floor. He's still hiding something else. Max, what is it, my sweetie? It didn't fall and break on the floor. You used this bottle to... No! Run! Button! Run! Run, 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 run. Profiles. Ben. Boom. There. Ben. You nailed him over the head with this bottle, didn't you? And that's why you got called to the Ringmaster's room that night. Fabulous! You may as well be a magician. Now then, the truth is, yesterday morning during breakfast, we had a run-in. You mean you had a fight with Ben the ventriloquist? And you could put it that way. Why did you fight with him? Ben seems like such a quiet man. We fought about my sweetie pie. You mean... Regina? That ill-bred creep had told my sweetie pie princess that he was in love with her. Would you put up with that? Ill-bred? Are you talking about the same Ben? Told her he was in love with her. Are you sure this is Ben we're talking about? All I can say is that he made me mad, and I had to tap him on his hard head. That's when the Ringmaster called me, and I realized that it was my chance. Your chance. That's when I went to his room, and I laid it all out on the table. I asked him to let me marry my sweetie pie. What? The Ringmaster told me that it sounds good to me. That's why my sweetie pie is my sweetie pie. And no one else's. I see. How old is this girl? I need to... hang on. Regina... She's 16. You're 21! Oh my god! Hello? Are we just not gonna talk about this issue? She's 16! You're 21, and you're 10 years his senior! No! Oh, no! No. How could you say that was okay? She's 16. She is still a child. She's 2 years, if we're going by the usual American age of consent. She's 2 years away from being an adult. What? No. Oh, no. Since Ben was causing me so much trouble, I realized I had to shut him up. Shut him up? What do you mean by shut him up? You don't know, do you, my sweeties? Trilo can't say a word. Not without Ben. Trilo? The puppet. The ventriloquist puppet. His real name is Triloquist. But a puppet doesn't talk. I know! That's why I hid it. Before the police came and took me away, of course. If that puppet started flapping off at the balsa, I'd be screwed. You hid him. You mean the ventriloquist puppet? You're so smart, sweetie. Where did you hide him? What? Sweetie, you aren't thinking of trying to add him to my defense, are you? Well, Ben does seem awfully lonely without his puppet. Fabulous! That should have taught him a lesson. Okay, I had Trilo in the Ringmaster's room. You don't mind going there and getting Trilo for me, do you, my sweets? No problem. None at all. Thank you, Max. You know I can't stand to see my sweeties in a jam. Then don't go hiding puppets! Okay. This one just a little bit ewy. Since now that I know that Regina is 16, Max is 21, and Ben is 31. No. Just no. Huh, Ben's not here anymore. Yeah, I wanted to ask him something. It's cold out. He's probably in the tent. What do you think, Nick? I wonder if we've been making any progress. Don't be so negative. Of course we're making progress. But everyone loved the Ringmaster. And there's no sign of footprints on the scene. There's still a lot of mysteries left to be solved. Of course. And now Regina isn't here. I'm not seeing how that's related. Let's head to the Ringmaster's room and find Trilo. Looks the same as always. Great big mess. Considering how messy it is, I bet they wouldn't notice if another poster went missing. Will you just stop it, you poster pilferer? I'm just kidding. You know I already got one of these posters. You mean stole one of those posters? Yeah, let's focus on what Max told us. He said that he had Trilo somewhere in this room. Trilo. Oh, the ventriloquist puppet. Now the question is... where? Table used when the visitors came. Terrible manners. Trophy case? Look at all the cute trophies. There's something shoved under the bookshelf. This is... That's Trilo! That's Ben's puppet! I think you're right. We'll give it back to him later. Why do I have to carry this thing? 'Cause. Maybe he's in the cafeteria. Oh, hey, Ben! Hello. Hello to you, too. It's awfully cold today, don't you agree? I do indeed. Don't you think it's cold, Nick? I don't see how talking about the weather is helping our case. Hey, here's your buddy. Ben? This is yours, isn't it? Yes! That's mine. Here you go. Ventriloquist returned to Ben. Alright, Maya, let's get going. It's that time, isn't it? See you around, Ben. Okay. So, Nick, where are we going next? Let's see. Maybe we should go talk to the cloud. Hey, wait! Who said that? What are you looking at? I'm right here, you blind wench. What's your problem, anyways? Don't you know how to properly greet someone? Ben? Is that you, Ben? No. I would never. It was me. Yeah, me. Down here. You're Trilo? That's Mr. Quest to you, sir. Learn some manners before you just blurt out my name. Now try speaking to me again, but this time with some proper respect. Not again. Mr. Quest, is that better? No, look at me when I'm talking to you, you 8-bit excuse for it. 8-bit? 8-bit? Trilo, we talked about insulting people. You promised. What? And he's... But he was mocking me! Not being mean to bullies was not included in the deal. I'm sorry, Trilo. Nick? What just happened? Trilo's still a puppet, right? A ventriloquist puppet. Hey, who do you think you're calling? Who do you think you are calling me a puppet? Tell us what you know about the murder. You talking to me? I says you talking to me. Don't look at him when you're talking to me. Ventriloquist, you behave, young man. Shut up, buddy. What murder are you talking about? You mean the one where they offed the old man? I guess so? I need to be doing such a fuss about things. That old mutt paid us all peanuts. Trilo, you can't say things like that. I didn't raise you to be that kind of puppet. Don't you have nerve pills or something to take right now? These two are really an odd couple, aren't they, Nick? Okay, I'll talk. Gramps got clobbered over the head. Flying fraud. The ringmaster got knocked upside the head by that cheap flying fraud. You mean Mac Galactica? Why do you say that? Trilo, straighten up. Don't accuse people like that. Straighten up? I'm made of wood. Besides, you were there. You know what happened. You were there? If you're not interested, I'll let you in on the facts. Let me lay it out for you. The pay sucks, the clown sucks, and my partner has his hand up my pants. Your partner? You mean Ben? Yeah, the creepy old guy who never finds it in himself to leave me alone. Tell him to back off from me, will ya? He's just another one of the dorks around here. Oh, my. But I'll be fair. In this cesspool of human garbage masquerading as performers, I found my Madonna. Your... Madonna? Regina, my lovely Regina. She's stunning, right, Ben? Well, I'm not sure if I would go that far. You'll have to excuse him. He doesn't understand what he speaks. I, on the other hand, am a appreciator of true beauty, hence why I shall marry her. Marry? You're going to marry Regina? That's right. She doesn't quite realize the joy that awaits her, does she? I think I'm beginning to see why she seemed troubled. Well, I don't care! It's my choice, not hers! No! No, 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 this is so much no. I know you think that, but what? I gave her a special gift. I gave her the wonderful gift of song. You gave her a song? Well, I am a renowned tenor. You'll be happy to know that I've decided to grace you with one of my songs. Me, 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 me. I want you to touch me. I want you to kiss me. I want you to... The rest is private. This is getting way beyond creepy and unsettling. I feel so sorry for that poor girl. Well, the melody's pretty good. But those lyrics, I think they need a little work. Who asked you? I'm the artist here. Thanks. Now that Trilo's here. Does that mean you can talk normally now? Hey, buttface! You must be looking forward to tomorrow, aren't you, Mr. Ambulance Chaser? You know, it's time to get rid of that pesky magician once and for all. Trilo? Enough jibba-jabba. Let's go to court already. Hey, wait a second! I didn't even get to present anything. I probably should have... Nick? What's going on? He's a witness for tomorrow's trial. Wonderful. What in the world happened to Ben and Trilo? Quite a pair of those two. What up? Oh no, now what? A monkey. Hey, welcome back, Nick. Oh my god, he got knocked out. It's that monkey. Ah, my badge! That monkey stole it. What? Mr. Attorney, that face was so cute. You look so completely dumbfounded. Regina! You, that monkey. Hey, fine. No need to get angry, okay? But my attorney's badge! Don't worry, I'll help you out. Okay, if you say so. If I don't get my badge back, how can I flash it? By the way, the monkey's name is Money. Money the monkey. His name is Monkey... Money? The monkey is called Money. Yes? Well, the rich ape just stole my attorney's badge. Mind if I get that back? I'll see what I can do. Even I have money problems. Huh? Whenever Money sees something shiny, he takes it back home. That's pretty funny. Well, I guess I'll just have to find out where Money disappeared to. I think that's your best bet. You should probably ask Uncle Mo. He might know. You don't know? Well, Money isn't exactly someone I'm on friendly terms with. What? He's not really the kind of animal I work with, even if he does need taming. Oh, I see. Go to Mo's. I guess it's time that I revisit that kooky clown. First, do you mind telling us a bit about Ben? Ben? You mean the guy that's always hanging around with Trilo? What do you mean hanging around? Well, he was there when Trilo told me that he was in love with me. Trilo told you he was in love with you? Yes, he did. Kinda cute, don't you think? He's so smart, and he's such a wonderful singer. I love him. But what about Ben? What about Ben? He's got nothing to do with me loving Trilo. Like sand through the hourglass or the days of the circus. Regina, you were proposed to, weren't you? Proposed to? Nope, that won't be for a while. Huh? Really? That's strange, isn't it, Nick? Yeah, Max and Trilo both said otherwise. They said they asked for her hand in marriage. But Max only talked to the remaster about it. I forgot about that. He asked the remaster for her hand, not Regina directly. So I guess Trilo hasn't asked her directly yet. What? He's going to propose to me? I'm so confused. How about you, Maya? Huh? What? Who do you think I should go for, Max or Trilo? Wait. You do realize that Trilo is a puppet. I don't care that he's a bit stiff. Oh, boy. Moving right along. Detective Gumshoe took off already. Yeah, probably because we ditched him earlier. I bet he and the other cops got lonely and headed back to the precinct. Alright, Mo, I need to talk to you about a damn monkey. Oh my, if it isn't Mr. Right all the time. Ugh. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right? See, Nick? It just took a while for the joke to find its audience. So what can I do for you? Did you remember a good joke you wanted to tell me? Pull up a chair, or maybe just pull my finger and let me have it. We're going to get the same effect sound either way, aren't we? How'd you know I'd put a whoopee cushion on the chair? You really know what it takes to be a clown, don't you? Have you ever heard of a monkey named Money? Ah, yes, Money. He stole my attorney's badge. Well, he does love shiny objects. Makes sense that he'd swipe your badge. But under no circumstances can you chase after him. Why's that? Oh, I know. You don't want to get involved in any monkey business, right? Exactly! Bravo! Bravo! Enough joking around, though. Money isn't considered a member of Regina's family. Then who does he belong to? I'll be happy to take you to where his owner's staying. You mean right now? Of course. Shall we go? Should we go with him now or wait a while? Let's go. Oh. I want to meet this person. Acro. This is it. Sit down, Mr. Wright. I can't breathe. Don't be such a wimp. You only had to climb 2 flights of stairs. Anyways, this is the place. Acro's room. Acro? He's an acrobat. Seems like he's not around today. Huh, that's a big pile of junk over in the corner. I don't think it'd be wrong to assume that Phoenix's stuff is over there too. Just be careful to make sure you've got the right stuff. Thanks, Mo. See you later. Okay, money. Let's look around a bit. It's got a barbell. Look around. Everything he's got is for upper body training. Wait a second. These are the same machines I see on TV all the time. Hey, Nick! What? I don't have this one. This barbell here is a new model. Don't overdo it, Maya. You don't want to end up a muscle woman. This bed's incredibly well made. It's almost like a maid made it up. Even the laundry on top of the bed is folded perfectly. Nick, there's nothing unusual about that at all. It's just how things are supposed to be. Can't a man respect another man for doing something said man cannot do? Or won't in Phoenix's case, most likely. It's a monkey calendar. Whoever's in this room must really love monkeys. Maybe a little too much. Wow, I just realized that the year is almost over. Amazing how time flies. It's been one wild year, especially the last part. Well, we still got one last person to help this year, Max. Hey, the net's ripped. Money must be prone to breaking things. He's hardcore. The net looks fine to me. You really think that he plays basketball? I think so. Monkeys live life above the rim, you know? You're joking, right? You think the monkey's got proverbial game? Of course! That monkey doesn't fake the funk on nasty dunk. Well, prehensile tail might be an unfair advantage. Holy cow! There's a fork and a mirror. Everything's shiny. There's even a really cheap-looking knockoff wristwatch. Look at this. It's a trophy. And it's really heavy. Nick, I found it! Your badge! It's right here. Thank you. Thanks. You really saved me. Huh? What's the matter? Did you find something? Yeah. Check this out. It's a ring. There's something engraved on it. From T to R. From T to R. Trio? Maybe? Well, I think it's about time we wrap up our investigation. Do you think we'll win in court tomorrow? Who knows? Even I can't imagine what kind of testimony will come out tomorrow. I'm guessing Mo will be a witness in court tomorrow. Mo and maybe the puppet. Don't worry, Nick. No matter what, we've still got a magician on our side. That's good, because we might need some magic tomorrow. Alright. Here we go again with Miss Whipsalot. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if he hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick? What's with that look in your eyes? I like the I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. But it's not gonna happen. Hello, Karma. Another case of one. What? Your Honor, get on with it! Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. Sounds more friendly. Wonder if that's to our advantage. Miss Valkarma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count! Do you hear me? So I gotta kick your ass a second time? Will do. Okay. Come here. I'll use your whip against you. See how you like it. She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zit, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. You might want to have a talk with your father, then. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and nap up with this face of time. Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma. Detective Dave Gumshoe, get up here. Now! Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. Anyway, I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. Alright, Detective. You may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. Night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging at 10:15 p.m. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Jesus Christ, that's one hell of a hit. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Blunt force trauma to the back of the head. Let me take a closer look. I cannot? Okay. Blunt object. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Okay. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Snow me see. There's gotta be more to this. What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing at the night of the crime? Wait, what? Do I? What? 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 I'm just gonna keep pressing because I have no idea right now. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Maximilian Galactica, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regin was the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. So that was his watch there. Practice session broke up around 10 p.m. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent. Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front to gate absorbed in his own world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, no problem, pal. We've got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? A wooden box. That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? 20-pound box. Jesus Christ, that is big. Boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. Let's ask about the lock. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. Took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So, when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics teams took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. What's in it? Now. I'm going to ask everything. Contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box? I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. Okay, a bottle of pepper was in there. Okay, now just to get everything in order, I'm going to ask the final question about the wooden box. This wooden box, you figure it weighs around 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing was lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did to make the box heavier. Ow! I think we could all do without your guesses, Detective. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is really heavy. Much better. You may continue on, Detective. Cause of death was blunt force trauma. Scientists. Do we have a murder weapon? According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No, I bet he made it disappear with magic! Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously. But that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Miss Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. Wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. And the first thing we see is him getting punched by Trilo. Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name is Trilo Quist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Ahem. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence, decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. What do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have a sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face. On the off chance swelling would help. You know that your noise is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebrities must really enjoy seeing everything that flashes into their minds. What's going on here? Order! I demand to know who the witness is. Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony in my court. No! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now, let's proceed. For once, I agree with her. We're not going to get anywhere trying to figure him out. Once practice was over, I left the town with the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene. You're sure of that? Found it out. He had on his hat, silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup as his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown. That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here's absolute proof. So can. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done, except for the fact that I kicked her ass in the last trial. Are we forgetting about that now? Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Clown. You're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic, I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup is running all over the place. When practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. He didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course! It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea? Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker! This is what my teacher always said I was. A good thunker. That's when I saw Max. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake I'm about ready to start singing right now. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup. Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays. You're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you get any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. It's the only one heading out that way. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. Hang on. Russell was going there. There's more to the story than meets the eye. There's something amiss here. Ben only saw Max. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose those witnesses could have been? Could have seen? Russell? That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the Rainmaster as well. Obviously, the Rainmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The Rainmaster and Max went together to the Rainmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Rainmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? I see. It seems at this stage I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move on with the testimony. Trilo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick, wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? Suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it? Huh? I think it was around, I'd say, a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time? I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Well, the truth is... Will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you just believe that we'd stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone? What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Objection! Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories. But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose this witness was waiting for in the cold that night? A 16-year-old girl. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Ah! You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw, don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. Alright. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. That makes perfect sense. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max. Ow! That is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for y'all this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina. Pain! Don't volunteer things! Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was. I was waiting to propose to her. You were what? Waiting to propose? What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? Well, it's not just that. The guy she would actually the guy she would technically actually be marrying is 31 when she's 16. The matter of puppet marriage is not under the review of this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. I'm no more happy about this either, Karma. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. Kept it in my pocket waiting for the chance to give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Don't fucking lie to us. You're going to propose. You, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her. Yes. That does mean you couldn't propose to her. That does, because she's 16, and God knows how old you are. Exactly. His honor is looking less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination. What was with that sigh at the end? Best you don't ask. Alright. He did not have it in his pocket. The monkey took it. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina? Of course that's what I meant! What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't going to propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah. Got it? That's the truth. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was going to give her, numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement ring? Wow. Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Francisca's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. Money from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Am I a glutton for fun, is it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to— Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony? Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to the facts, not sociology. Sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in black robe. I kept it in my pocket. So I still have it in my pocket. No, you don't. What is this then? What is this then? Trilo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're going to double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? That's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here? What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money? Like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him! Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey. In every sense of the word. Ah, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night, the night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ah! Yeah! Oh! That Money is violent. I'm trying to steal the shiny things. Ben! What's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide who has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey Money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, low-feet fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove to be one very important point. Prove an important point? What could that possibly be? That his test of Ben doesn't get enough exercise. Yes, I probably will agree, he should probably work on that. But his testimony has a flaw. There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I am saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright. Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that that something slipped past its vigilant ventriloquist? Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. When the witness is lying, he's blinded by his rivalry with I cannot talk right now. His rivalry. I just did it again. His rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you! I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him, no doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Huh, I've told you so many times. Do you think you'd know my story's not changing? You've already changed your story, stick boy. And I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah! I'll give you that I was waiting for that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right! Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. Yeah, guess what? Only 2 of them work. I got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counted Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? Yes. Because again, only 2 of them work. 4 eyes has an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Jeez. The judge is even more dangerous to this case, to our case than Trilo. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course, that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess it makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. Showed up after 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're the one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know the practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just have 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that for a second. Yow! I'm no good at math! It was 10:10 p.m. Oh, yes, that sounds about right. Sounds about right because that's the time I saw Max on the scene. So you testify that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and get afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious I'd say good night to someone at night. But you hate the man. Why would you ever greet him? What, Ben? You have something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trilo's evening greeting. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? It strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt! Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with the evidence? Bluffing is everything in the world. But I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Oh, would I present the bottle at that point? You're 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Jeez, I'm absolutely 100% sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Those three ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now! Silk, cat, cloak, white, roses! Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting with everyone else. There has to be a bonus testimony somewhere. I agree. But do we have the proofs that make something stick? All we can do is try, right, Nick? We've got to have something that will prove useful. Alright, time to go to work. I'm going to try my theory. Hey, remember when this hit you? Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. It wasn't that big a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. Me! That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? No! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first. The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to flame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene? I didn't tell a single lie! Honestly, I just... That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? It's possible he saw a different person. Someone... on. Okay. In the picture that we saw, while Max was waiting in the thing, while Max was waiting in the office, he put his hat and cloak onto the coat rack, or the coat hanger, the thing by the door. And the roses are attached to that cloak, most likely. So someone had to have somehow snuck in and stole them to wear them and frame them. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe this person meant the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. Wait, where was Acro in all this? The monkey? Well, the monkey just kind of goes off and does his own thing, so that might not be much of a theory. But Acro! Where was Acro in all this? We still do not know anything about Acro. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it. What in the bud? You! Would the defendant kindly explain who was the Trilo saw that evening, then? Could it have been Mo as a joke? We don't know anything about Acro. Well, he hates that clown, though. Why would he suddenly go good evening? It wasn't Regina. You would have been over the moon if it was Regina. It was the victim. Did he grab the coat and hat? Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. She's 16! Enon, is the judge in here? No, because I would like to know how old you are. I never had to check before this. No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trino would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah, I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You are correct. Indeed, it was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Oh. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order! Order! How do you respond to this?
Wait a second! Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica.
I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica? Or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols. Alright, it's getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember them by now. Here we go again, everyone. All together now. Ow! Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
What?
Miss Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point.
Yes!
I think we've finally got one a point on this one. That is very unfortunate. You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Here we go.
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort, but...
What?
Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question, and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
Oh boy.
It's the clown.
He did say at 10
he heard something and saw someone in the cloak and hat.
That's all he said, though. This... I doubt this is going to be a short trial, a short second part of the trial, unless I can figure things out without much problem. Which is a 50-50 shot for me when it comes to just me.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room.
And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right?
Exactly! He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
Double, huh? Wow, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. Why would he?
Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Miss Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? I mean...
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
In West Clownpedia, born and raised... Name and occupation! Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in the Grand Hall of Justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh, yeah, maybe this joke is okay.
Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shoot, no shoes, no service. Okay, how about this? I was my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts. How's that one? And a couple of clowns were up to no good.
Your name.
Lawrence Carroll's professional funny man. Also known as Mo's a clown.
You finished the scene at about 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder. Correct?
Yes, it is.
Very well. Mr. Gross, will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza
without the humor, please.
Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. Alright. I'm actually just looking at the time and how long I've gone on. I will indeed end the episode here. We will begin. Well, we've technically already begun, but we'll go through the first testimony for Mo here in the next episode. Till then, I'm signing off. Bye bye.